I never imagined I'd be in a situation like this. Sitting in silence, staring at the walls, wondering if the life I built was ever really mine. My wife and I have been married for 3 years. We have a daughter, a beautiful little girl with soft brown eyes and an infectious laugh that lights up any room. She's 2 years old now, and she's my entire world. Or at least, she was. I've been fighting the storm inside me, trying to push down the doubts that keep clawing at my heart. I love my daughter deeply. She means everything to me. But lately, an old suspicion has started to grow into something I can no longer ignore. Both my wife and I have green eyes, vivid, unmistakable green. And yet, our daughter's eyes are brown. I know, biologically, it's not impossible. Rare, yes, but not impossible. Still, it stirred something in me. Maybe it was because a few years back, during a work trip, I had my first real fear that she might have been unfaithful. I never had proof, just a gut feeling. A silence on the phone that felt too long. A tone in her voice that felt off. I brought up at the time. She assured me she'd never betray me. She reminded me she had cheated once in high school, but said that chapter of her life was behind her. I wanted to believe her. God, I needed to believe her. We pushed on, built a life, had our daughter, but those doubts never fully disappeared. I finally broke down and brought up the subject again. I told her I had lingering questions, unresolved insecurities, and asked her if she'd be open to a paternity test. The moment the words left my mouth, the air between us froze. She was furious, hurt. She lashed out, asking how I could accuse her of something so vile. She cried, shouted, told me she couldn't believe I didn't trust her. She asked, "Do you want a test? Is that what this is?" I hesitated, then said yes, that I needed clarity. Not because I didn't love my daughter, but because I couldn't live with the constant noise in my head. She was livid, said if I went behind her back and got the test done, our marriage was over. But at the same time, she flat out refused to allow it if I were to go through with it openly. It felt like a trap, damned if I did, damned if I didn't. Later that night, she went through my phone. She found a post I'd written anonymously online, reaching out for advice, hoping someone could help me sort through the mess of my mind. That discovery triggered another explosion the next morning. More tears, more accusations, more silence. And then something happened I never expected. In the quiet aftermath of our confrontation, when the shouting had faded into exhausted silence, she sat across from me and broke down. She confessed, told me she had cheated. Not just some faceless stranger or an old flame. No, she had slept with my father. My chest caved in at her words. She said it happened years ago, during that same work trip. A drunken night, an accident, a mistake. She called it, as if that word could carry the weight of what she was admitting. She said they decided pretend it had never happened, that I should be the father, that it was better this way. I couldn't speak. I couldn't breathe. My father, who passed away from cancer not long ago, had never told me anything. We didn't have the best relationship, but he had still been part of my life. He met my daughter. He smiled at her, held her. Knowing what I know now, is she my daughter, or is she my half-sister? I left. I packed a bag and went to stay with my brother. I haven't told anyone, not even him. The words feel too heavy to say out loud, too shameful. Too surreal. I keep waiting to wake up and realize it was a nightmare, but that clarity never comes. I don't know what to do. I don't want to abandon my little girl. She's innocent in all this. Her smile still makes my heart ache. Her tiny arms still wrap around my neck when she hugs me. She doesn't know that my heart is breaking every time I look at her now. But I can't pretend this didn't happen. I can't keep living inside a lie. I've been betrayed in the most unimaginable way, not just by my wife, but by my own father. There's no therapy in the world that can fix this marriage. There's no counseling that can undo the violation. I feel down to my bones. Divorce now feels inevitable, not because I want to walk away, but because staying would destroy me piece by piece. The only clarity I can cling to is a need to get a DNA test. Not for revenge, not to punish her, but because I need truth. I need to know where I stand. The love I have for that little girl will never vanish. But now, I must begin the painful journey of understanding what that love means in a new light. Right now, I'm shattered, lost, but I know I have to rebuild myself from the pieces. Not for her, not for my wife, but for me, for the man I still hope I can be, even after all this.